up, everyone? It's Gage here. Welcome to you, Buck Dat. And today, we got some special news. Baker Mayfield signs a one-year deal, $4 million, worth up to $8.5 million. Baker is a Buck. Let's fucking go. Guys, literally, I dropped my phone when I saw it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, Baker Mayfield is a fucking Buck. Let's go. Holy shit. Obviously, you guys know this guy I advocated for. Baker, a former number overall pick for the Cleveland Browns, brought them to the playoffs, got them their first win in 20 years. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. That was his best season. He got 3,563 yards, 26 TDs, and only 8 picks. And that was with a pretty damn good team. Pretty damn good team. But no one has done it before him, which you got to give credit to him. And in the playoffs against the Steelers, he threw 3 touchdowns and 0 picks. And then the following round, he lost his Chiefs for a touchdown and 1 pick. I wasn't sure the yardage. I think it was like around 180, but it wasn't too good. But yeah, he did well. Cleveland, his last year, he got injured and then threw a lot of picks. But during the season, Baker, at the end of the season, he told everyone he tore his labrum, which makes sense why his play was down. But after the season, he got shipped off to Carolina Panthers. There's a lot of controversy saying Baker was a problem, Odell was a problem. It was a whole big thing. So they shipped him off to the Carolina Panthers for like a 5th round pick, I believe. And they took most of his contract. Did not do well in Carolina. Got benched for Sam Darnold eventually. And they won a few games with him. And then he got released and picked up by the Rams. And then a few days after he got signed, he started for the Rams and made a 80-yard comeback against the Las Vegas Raiders. So he's had a journey. This guy he's a guy you would think, oh, he's had it easy, since he was even before he was in NFL. Not really. He actually was walk-on in college at Oklahoma, worked his way up the roster, and did well. Did very well. He was at Texas Tech before then, but he didn't have a scholarship outside of there, so he went to Oklahoma and lit it up. One of their best college quarterbacks in their history. And very impressive. Very impressive. He actually played CeeDee Lamb as well. And that's what led him to being the number 1 overall pick. Heisman winner, too. Actually, him and Lamar were back and forth to the Heisman. And yeah, now he's with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Guys, the possibilities, I should say the potential of Baker Mayfield with the Bucs, it's up here. Way up there. Like, there's it's mixed reactions. Fan base is like, man, this is the best we could have done. He's the best region out there. Everyone's like, oh, his quarterback record sucks. He's a problem. He has an attitude problem. He's not a leader. There's mixed reactions. It's just, it just happens with anything. With any quarter, especially high-level profile as Baker Mayfield. But Baker, to me, he has leadership. He has swag. As you've seen, he woke up feeling dangerous. I love it. But also he has leadership. He was benched at Carolina, but he didn't make a big deal out of it, which he could have. He could have made sly comments on Twitter or it was upset during the games and that kind of not interacting with his teammates as much. Kind of like what Teddy Bridgewater did with the Vikings. Now, I have a lot of love and respect for Teddy, but he was kind of distant with the team after he was back and didn't start with the team. Baker was, even after being benched, and that's hard, man. You're a starter. Your whole life you've been a starter, and you get benched. Like that's it's not the easiest thing to go for, and especially if you, especially the especially in the football and NFL world, it can be very hard. Because you had that pride. And Baker, but he was excited after the game. He's like, yeah, he was bonking people in the head with his helmet. Yeah, let's go. He's about the team. He's not about himself. It's not about himself. That's leadership. Baker has that leadership, and that's most important for quarterback. You gotta have that leadership, man, because you're the guy. You're the person that's leading the charge. That's why I kind of like Baker better than Kyle Trask. Kyle Trask is kind of like, he's kind of a guy that's he's in the background. Yeah, you know he's a cool dude, but he doesn't really. He's the kind of guy you forget about. You don't really remember. Oh yeah, that's right, Kyle. Yeah, that guy. Baker is a guy that it's kind of hard not to notice him. Good and bad. There's good and bad with that, but. Guys, honestly, with re-signing Jamal Dean and Anthony Nelson, who just signed a 2-year, $13 million deal, or it's up to $13 million. We're not rebuilding, guys. I know, like it can look that way, especially after Tom's gone. It's good. There's still gonna be challenges we're gonna have to work through, but with signing Baker, and if he plays like I think he will. And this is his final chance. Baker he'll fight tooth and nail for the team. He'll give everything he has. And that's why I like most about Baker. And he knows this is his last chance. This is his last opportunity to be the franchise quarterback he knows he can be. And who's better placed than Tampa Bay Buccaneers? And I'm really happy to have you, Baker. For watching. Congrats, my guy, and welcome to Tampa Bay. And I hope you're here for a long time. And my prediction, if I had to put it, it's super early. Man, the free agency hasn't even started. We're still a few hours away from it. I would say 10 wins. I think if we build our defense, if we get Lonvon David back, and our defense, most of our guys are already back. I mean, we lost a few like roaches, but I think we'll be all right. Because most of our guys are still here. Offensive line is still a concern, but I think I trust Jason. I trust the draft process. I think we can still be playoff contenders with Baker Mayfield at the helm. If he wins the starting job, I honestly think he's going to win. I just think Baker overall is a better quarterback than Kyle Trask. Kyle Trask doesn't play, but it just seems like he is. You can feel the energy with that. And yes, Baker Mayfield to the Bucs. Let me guys know your thoughts on this signing. Do you think the Buccaneers will be playoff contenders? Baker Mayfield. Do you think this is good or bad signing? Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe, and I hope you buck that.